Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafra people, how on a day? How on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless, 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 may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, USB, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa Simon Njoku. For the job Simon is doing, Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands Biafra has come. In your hands, Biafra will be safe. And in your hands, none of Biafra has come. The people of Biafra will rejoice. When I say the people, I mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the sick, the mild, the gentle, the civilized and the uncivilized. Those born in Biafra and those born in the bite of Biafra. We shall all come together under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one government, and under one God, to scream for Hallelujah Day, the day that the God of Biafra has made. Above all, I say, may God bless Her Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Oraweze. Madam, we love you, we appreciate you. Please, now they beg you, ignore the naysayers. Ignore the deaf, the dumb, and blind. Some get eyes, but they know they see. Some get ear, but they know they hear. Some get mouth, but they know if it talk. See their legs, but they know if it to walk. Madam, please, ignore them. Now they beg you. We are looking forward to the 5 million whistles touching down in the land of Biafra. Please ignore the naysayers, madam. Don't be tempted. In the Bible, we saw what happened to Moses, a man who was responsible for the exodus from Egypt to the promised land. But on their way, the people became hungry. On their way, the people, they became thirsty. On their way, the people, they rebelled against Moses and against God. And due to hot-temperedness of Moses, he made a mistake. Because they were insulting him and insulting him, he then did what he wasn't supposed to do. He hit the body of Christ or God twice. Because they were thirsty for water and they were demanding water from him. The urgency of now. So he made a mistake. When God told Moses, hit the rock once, due to the anger in him, to prove a point to the idiots, the naysayers around him, the multitude, he struck twice on the rock. And even though the water came out gushing out, God was offended because God told Moses, you have struck me. I told you once, but you did it twice. That way you have struck the body of God. And because of that single mistake by Moses, he did not enter the promised land. So, madam, please, we are begging you to ignore those idiots, those non-entities, those functioning illiterates, those that don't have the pedigree to even stand next to you. Ignore them. Now, they beg you. Their job is to distract you the same way they distracted Simon Ekpa through the DOS. Today, those embedded in the government of Simon Ekpa by the DOS, they have risen up and now they want to distract you. So please, we are begging you, ignore the naysayers. Agbajoso, Akomal. At this point, my people, I am glad that in the Zoom media, some of them, they still have sense. Some of them, they are still trying to their best to speak through to power. Some of them, the Biafra in them has kicked in. Some who say they love Nigeria, but the Biafra in them, the DNA of Biafra has kicked in. It has made them to take their time to do a research, to find out that the false narrative being propelled by that zoo, that damnable zoo called Nigeria, that satanic country called Nigeria, on the head of Simon Ekpa. Today, I am glad our sister, Esther Akachukwu, a lovely, beautiful Biafran girl that I vowed in the public to Simon Ekpa that when we implement Biafra, this lady must have one of the pivotal jobs, a pivotal role in media, because she's doing a good job. She has turned a new leaf, and so far so good. She has come out in the public to dispel the notion about Simon Ekpa being extradited to that zoo called Nigeria in the month of June. Fellow Biafrans, without any much further ado, I present to you our sister, Esther Akachukwu. Let us hear what she's saying, because I am playing this video because she is based in the zoo. She is based in Nigeria. So let us feel the pulse from Nigeria. Let us hear the sentiment, the psychology, the notion that they have in that zoo called Nigeria. If you are with me, I present to you our sister. She's doing a good job. Esther Akachukwu. Listen.
In custody.
Listen.
Meanwhile, in a very recent development, I'm sure you guys heard that Simon Ekpa, right, that the Finnish court has approved for his extradition to Nigeria on July 12th. And a lot of Nigerians wondered that what precisely could that be, or why would they eventually extradite him? Why would that process be, considering the fact that it may result or turn out to be what transpired during the initial time that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria, that it could actually exacerbate insecurity in the southeast. Well, let's just say, for example, that his lawyer has come out to say that the Finnish court did not approve anything, that these are all lies from the federal government. So, you know that on Tuesday, we saw the story across social media platforms and even some news channels. The judgment was said to have been delivered at the Pajat District Court in Lati on April 18, 2025. The post was widely shared on X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. The viral post was accompanied by an AI-generated picture showing Ekpa in an attire that appears to be from a prison uniform. So, popular blog sites published it. Ronald Mockery, former presidential aide, referenced the viral post on Ekpa, and a couple of news channels actually talked about it. So, on Wednesday, a newspaper published a picture for its front page for Wednesday's edition. The picture shows that the viral post on the purported approval of Ekpa's extradition by a Finnish court was a cover story of a newspaper edition. Other versions of the viral post have also been archived. Now, we know that Ekpa was arrested in Finland on November 21, 2024 by law enforcement agents over alleged terrorism. He was subsequently sent to prison by the District Court of Pajat for spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. And Ekpa was said to have committed the crime in 2021 in Lati municipality. He's accused of instigating violence and inciting terror in the southeastern Nigeria through his social media pages. So, obviously, Nigerian authorities have been demanding the extradition of Ekpa, a dual citizen of Finland and Nigeria, for prosecution. However, the effort has not yielded any result right about now. So, the senior detective superintendent of the National Bureau of Investigation in Finland disclosed that a Finnish district court fixed May 25 for the prosecution to file charges against Ekpa.
Listen.
Subsequently, Laksonen said Ekpa would remain in custody until his trial, since the alleged offense was not bailable. Recently, Carl Gumaras, Ekpa's new lawyer, said Ekpa will appear in court in June 2025 to face trial. So, based on what a couple of investigative platforms did, Nigerian authorities had indicated their intention to seek Ekpa's extradition. It remains unclear whether a formal request has been submitted to Finnish authorities or when extradition proceedings might begin in court. But when, online platforms, specifically the cable, contacted Gumeras via email, he said no court in Finland has taken such a decision.
Listen.
He says, I can confirm to you, this is Simon Ekpa's lawyer, I can confirm to you that no decision has been taken in Finland. I have have no information on the matter, so no such decision could have been taken.
Hold it there, my sister. This is the problem with Nigeria. This is the problem with Nigeria. Nigeria is a lie. That thing called Nigeria, that entity, that contraption called Nigeria, even the name given to you, it's a lie. You believe in lie? You claim you are one in a lie? You say that you believe in God, your religion is a lie, your politicians, they are a lie? Everything about you is a lie. Even in the media, the tabloids, the Yoruba media, they are liars. But we thank God. Today our sister, the spirit of Biafra fell upon her, that she took her time to do a further research on that news. The spirit of Biafra came upon her, and today, from the same country that lied about Simon Ekpa, the truth is coming out from them. To my sister Esther Akachukwu, I appreciate what you said. I am glad you quoted the lawyer, the new lawyer of His Excellency Obatobie Agune Chamber Wakoma, a good man, Master Simon Ekpa. A man I named, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. The pain is too much. The anger is too much. A man I named after myself, Wakoma. A name given to me by my mother. A man with the same image, likeness of me. A perfect representation of me. I knew it from the gate that the last thing that will happen in this world, the last thing, the last event that will play out in this world is for Simon Ekpa to be handed to Nigeria by Finland. That will never happen. This world will end. For those that believe in judgment, there will be judgment before Finland will be able to hand over a Finnish citizen to Nigeria, a shithole country. The Scandinavians, they are a bit different, you know. Very small in population, but very high when it comes to respecting and upholding the rule of law, adhering to the rule of law. So please ignore. You see, this is why I hate Nigeria with a passion. This is why I hate that damnable republic with a passion. All this while, Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa, they are killing you guys, kidnapping and doing everything. You guys should pretend not to understand. But suddenly they mention Simon Ekpa, and now there is unison among everybody. You have all come together under one union, under one voice. The Fulani, the Yoruba, the Middle Belt, even some of the Igbos that hate Simon Ekpa, that hate what we are doing, they have come together under one voice. Thanking God and Jesus, thanking their Allah, that Simon Ekpa will be sent back to Nigeria. When it comes to a Biafra man, suddenly, Nigeria is functioning again. Nigeria is working. There is a common interest in Nigeria. Now they love themselves. You guys, you are so lucky I'm not free. This for the next 3 weeks, my people, I'll be very, very busy. For the next 3 to 4 weeks. Lots of schedules to deal with, lots of tasks. They are coming towards the end. Milestones must be met. That's the problem sometimes with jobs like this. At the beginning, things might look very easy, you know. You are breezing through. Technically, you are doing nothing. But suddenly, when some couple of milestones must be met, then that's when things start to, you know. So permit me, but I will try my best to stay in touch with my people because I have been directed by the Spirit to make a video, a series of video, where I'll be discussing Simon Ekpa. And I will forecast a timeline, a period where we shall see Obatobie amongst us. Please ignore Nigeria. You guys don't get it. Ignore that country. That country, they called it a shithole. Donald Trump, when he was the 45th president, he called Nigeria a shithole. A shithole. Go back to your villages and see the pit holes you've got there. How it smells. Flies everywhere. Maggots everywhere. That's what Nigeria is. A shameless, fraudulent country where your president is a drug dealer. He's into drugs. And you feel good about it. A shameless people. A criminal enterprise. People will not get shame. Una shame, they shame me. You guys, you are shameless. It is impossible to shame those who don't have shame. Nigeria is irredeemable. You are gone. And I pray to God that any of you that use Nigerian passport to find your visa, to come to greener pasture, to enjoy good life abroad, may you not get it. May the worst happen to you on your way to that Western world. Because you guys, you condone evil. Suddenly, Simon Ekpa is now worse than Boko Haram. Suddenly, the story of Simon Ekpa coming to Nigeria, they excite you guys. You feel good about it. You are thanking Jesus. You are screaming, praise the Lord. Yes, bring him. Bring him and lock up and lock the key off, or whatever they say. And throw away the keys. Lock him up and throw away the keys. Suddenly, Simon Ekpa is your problem in that shithole called Nigeria. May the worst happen to you all. May the worst of Nigeria happen to you, your family, your children, those who say they believe in Nigeria, those who pray for Nigeria. May the worst of Nigeria happen to you all. You are animals. You are worse than a zoo. You guys, you are animals. You are less than humans. Bunch of animals. Bunch of ingrates. A man once told you they are coming. The headsmen, they are coming. The Fulani Cabal, they are coming with their guns, AK-47 and their cows. They will come to your land. They will say they want some ruga. They will pretend they are coming to chop the grass in your land. But at the end, they will rape your mothers in the farm. They will steal your land. They will steal your resources. They will Islamize you and your land is gone. They are coming. He told you guys, but today, Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. 5 years and counting. He's locked up somewhere. They went to Kenya to kidnap him. Nigerian government went to Kenya to kidnap him, and now there is kidnapping happening in Nigeria, and you all want to pray to Jesus. You want to cry to your God, to your Allah, to solve the problem of kidnapping. You are mad. That kidnapping will never go away. For the fact you all condone your government. Oh, you guys are so lucky. You're so lucky. I'm very, very busy. You guys are so lucky. Eh? You kept the blind eyes when your government, Buhari, that stinking dead idiot and illiterate, went to Kenya to kidnap somebody. You were all happy. Yes! Ranka Dede. Allahu Akbar. They've gotten Nnamdi Kanu. Allahu Akbar. They even made a broadcast in your language. There was jubilation in the north. And some other idiots, some other tribes were happy that your government committed a crime of kidnap. Today, the chicken has come home to roost. All across that zone now, there is kidnapping. It is the order of the day. You see, now we know the real God when we serve. Now we know the real God when we serve. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. Seed time and harvest. Seed time and harvest. Whatever you sow, you will reap. I used to have this pastor back then. This pastor, he told me one secret that made him to be great. I will share it now. I've used that principle as well, and it really helped me throughout my whole life. He told me when he was a new pastor, whenever his wife cooks a pot of soup, if only him and his wife, they didn't have kids then, if only him and his wife end up finishing that food or that pot of soup, he gets angry in him because he understands the principle of seed time and harvest. Whatever you sow, you reap. Not only that, when you give out things, when you are good, things will come back to you. When you give, it shall be given unto you. Whatever you give out will come back to you. So whenever they cook that food and someone comes to eat, a neighbor comes, a friend comes, a co-pastor comes around, colleagues eat with them, he's so happy. Why? Because he knows they will get back the cost in abundance, the money used to cook that soup. And he was holding God to task. When God promised never to destroy the earth anymore, he promised. And that way, to hold God to the promise, the seed time and harvest is something you use to hold God. Because God also promised, say, whatever you sow, you will reap. Why am I saying this story? It got to one stage. His church was now growing, but still very small. Some couple of pastors came to live with him in his house. And he told them not to pay any rent. Come and eat free food. Pay nothing in this house. Keep staying with me. While they were there, they were fellowshipping with him, praying with him. Something strange was happening. Suddenly, his own house of God, his church, was doing well. And at the end, those living with him say, okay, we see what you are doing. You are applying the laws of seed time and harvest. You told us not to pay any bills, any rent, even the food. We don't pay for more than 5 years now. We are living with you. It is time for us to leave or pay your rent and the rest of them. He said no, he was begging them not to leave. They stayed for some few more years. And by then, his church was already big and great, doing well. So when I speak about this, I want to take you Nigerians, you that believe in Nigeria, I want to take your mind back to the month of June 2021. Your government representing Nigeria did something. They went to Kenya to kidnap, not even to kidnap first. Their intention was to kill him, Nnamdi Kanu. They sent assassins, mercenaries to Kenya. When they smoked him out, when they knew his location, Buhari, your government, your Nigerian government, sent out mercenaries, killers, terrorists, you will call them, to Kenya to kill our leader Nnamdi Kanu. But because he was speaking from a loud voice, he screamed at the airport. He caused a commotion at the airport. By so doing, the assassins panicked. People were watching. Some took their phones out. They recorded. What is so sad that till this day, no Kenyan person has done the right thing to put that video online. But from what we heard, from key sources, key stakeholders, they told us how it all played out. Their plan was to kill him in Kenya. But because he made a scene, there was pandemonium. He was screaming, "My name is Nnamdi Kanu. They have come to kill me. Tell my people, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am in Kenya. Nigerian government, they have come to kill me." They were dragging this guy, forcing him in their car boots. People were coming close to help him, but they said, "No, he's a terrorist. He's a terrorist." People now fell back a bit because the crowd was coming to save him. But they lied on him. They called him a terrorist. So people fell back a little bit. He was bundled into the car. They drove off. But they told the Nigerian government, "We cannot kill him anymore. There's a problem. He created a commotion at the airport. There was a big scene." So Nigeria said, "Okay, plan B, hold him somewhere. Let us find a private jet to bring him to Nigeria." The intention of the caliphate, those demonic animals, to that man they call Buhari, "In your grave, it will never be well with you. Whoever acted upon you, whoever played that role, we know you're already dead, but whoever wore that mask and pretended to be you, those that carried out acts to kill our leader in Kenya, may it never be well with you and your family, your children's children's children. Evil will befall you all." Because their intention was to kill him there. Now they came to a plan B. "Okay, hold him somewhere. We shall find a way to get the private jet to pull him down, to kidnap him." And through an extraordinary rendition, they brought him back to Nigeria. That was why since then, they've been dilly-dallying the whole case, wasting his time. Technically, he's still held somewhere incommunicado as well. 4 years and counting. He's still held somewhere. And when your government did this, you were all rejoicing. You were thanking God. There was jubilation in the north. They were having a jamboree, thanking Jesus, thanking God, thanking Allah. That one man, a Biafran man, was kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria. Today, kidnapping is now the order of the day. For you that believe in Jesus, you that believe in God, you that believe in gospel, you that believe in the law of seed time and harvest. Boomerang, whatever you throw out, you will get. Seed time and harvest. When God promised he will never destroy the world with flood anymore, he said, as far as there is a rainbow out there, it's a sign to remind me that I promised mankind never to destroy the world anymore with flood. So you can hold God to that. There's a way you apply it and tell God, "I am doing this based on what you said, seed time and harvest. I am calling upon this for you to be made manifest." So what you have in Nigeria today, the Boko Haram, kidnapping, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakurawa, and all of them, Mahmoud or whatever, the new terrorists, you have those things now. It is not by mistake. It's because you people, you supported evil, you love evil. A just man, a holy man was kidnapped from Kenya, brought to Nigeria, and you all were jubilating. Today, insecurity is not the order of the day. Today, kidnapping is not the order of the day in Nigeria. Today, bloodshed, rituals, and the rest is now the order of the day in Nigeria. Don't blame anybody else, but blame yourselves. Blame yourselves. What was your reaction? Look at the media. A media should be independent. That Zoo media in Nigeria, till today, they have not asked those concrete questions. Who kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya? How was it done? Till this day, they've not asked those questions. They pretend that everything is fine. Naibo man now, it's okay. Naibo. We can unify against the Igbos. That's the problem. That's what they always do. They unify against us. But we are serving a living God. And today, in the case of Simon Ekpa, it is clear. They came with the false news about Simon Ekpa, and they were all happy. All the tabloids, the media, they were happy, thanking God. Say, yes, bring him to us. Bring him, and when you bring him, this one, no sympathy. No sympathy, no even court case. Lock him up, throw away the keys. A man who was doing the job of his leader. A man who said, we shall not go around crying like they have in the Middle Belt. In Plateau, all they do is cry, beg Jesus, call on Jesus. They beg the government of that so-called Nigeria. They run to USA, they send their priests to go and speak to American government. But they've not for once been allowed to defend themselves. But for the first time, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa decided that the people of the Biafra must be defended. The land Biafra must be defended from these intruders, which we know they are coming. But today, those he is protecting have turned around to blackmail their own brother in Finland. Today, those that he said, okay, they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, every Monday we shall sit at home. We shall call it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Day, to let the Nigerian government to know that they have somebody who is so special to us that we are ready to give away. Let go this one day. Sacrifice this one day for this man. Where else has it been done? 4 years and counting. We still have sit at home every Monday. Sit at home every Monday. Show me where else this is going on in the world. Even in the days of Gandhi, they didn't do it for years. Even in the days of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King and other stuff, when they were fighting for freedom and equality, they didn't choose one particular day to stay at home. Yes, they boycotted the bus and they were on other stuff. But in the land of Biafra, there is something new. That a people decided to sit at home every Monday since the month of June 2021 up till now. 4 years and counting. They sit at home to let Nigeria know that Nigeria don't have power over them. But today, those that it was done for, some of them working with the politicians from the southeast, they've turned around to cajole some of the cabinet members in the government of Simon Ekpa to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And today, with the rumor that Simon Ekpa will be sent, extradited to Nigeria, they were all happy, thanking God, jubilating over a man who was bold enough to protect his people from the enraging Fulani cabal. Fellow Biafrans, I will end it here. It's very, very sad. These are pertinent questions we must ask ourselves. What did the Nigerian media do? What did they say when a man who went on holiday in Kenya, Nnamdi Kanu, he went with a British passport from Britain to Kenya with a British passport. Nigerian government went to kidnap him, brought him to Nigeria. Until this day, they pretend as if everything is fine. No, the chicken has come home to roost. Nigeria, kidnapping has become the order of the day. Nigeria, Islamization has become the order of the day. To Nigeria, the killings and bloodshed of the innocent, the vulnerable, those you love the most, has become the order of the day. It has become the order of the day. Because you guys, you condoned it. When your government did it, you condoned it. And today, the chicken has come home to roost. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Lugard, Bloomington, Lord Lugard, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.